Hello, everyone. This is Fern, Pleasure Coach Vireo, coming to you from Riverdale, where I am blessed to be house and cat sitting. And my tip for you today is to experience this experience of house and cat sitting. I have been so blessed, and there's several things I want to say around this. I am not a cat person, okay? I've had more trauma around cats up until recently. This is the second time I've been blessed to house and cat sit with Fern to Nicole and Paula's home, my friend Enid's daughter and her partner. And my experience has been so magical with Fern, the cat. As a matter of fact, last night I was moving through some emotions, energy and motion, emotions, some sadness through my body and some tears. And Fern literally came up to me on the couch and curled up beside me and then pushed her body against mine. And then, of course, I cried more. Um, but there's several things I want to say about the magic of this experience happening was me just really trusting when I was divinely guided to say at a drumming circle at the Center for Spiritual Living a couple months ago that, and it wasn't actually a decision I made in my head, it came from Spirit, said, tell them you're looking to house and cat and dog sit. And a big part of this is so that I could be closer to my mom, who is in a care home in Sherwood Park. So I just put that out there. And from that ended up coming, thanks to my friend Enid, this house and cat sit with Fern, and then also Anne, who I met at the drumming circle, her daughter Kathy, and her dog Cleopatra. I was blessed to dog and house sit for Kathy's dog, and both of them I've had such beautiful pet therapy healing experiences, and more magical in my life than I could have even imagined. So trust those synchronicities when they come and write them down, like write them down, because what you focus on expands. So when you write them down, then you will have more of those synchronicities. And let me know, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I see some of you there. Give me a thumbs up if you can relate to that. So, for example, I've been almost a week now here, house and cat sitting, and like I said, having magical moments with Fern the cat. Yesterday, I don't normally go for a walk at the time that I did, but it was really my intuition said go for a walk, and I went for a walk on the river, by the river here, and ended up meeting this gentleman named Pedro. We started talking, and he knows my friend Laurita from Penticton. They worked in Canada Youth together, and we ended up having this beautiful synchronistic connection. And so magic can literally happen, and I believe that's just evidence of how the universe is divinely orchestrating on our behalf. And the more you look for that evidence, the more you will find that evidence. So just give me some thumbs up or some love, and if you're like, yes, and if you've had some synchronistic moments in your life. So I did want to come here today and just share with you the power of trusting when that intuition comes. And then when you have it, even when it's little things, write it down in a journal and acknowledge it. And it's like you're saying thank you to the universe. Like, thank you for that synchronicity. Thank you for that beautiful magic that you brought to my life. And then because of that, then you end up having more magic that comes into your life. Again, what we focus on expands. And even the little moments, like, you're divinely inspired to call somebody or to send a message to somebody or to share really vulnerably. I'm part of a manifesting mastery course right now, and I was super vulnerable. I'm not going to go into the details. I will share more on that later. But I shared really vulnerably some really hurtful things that were happening in my family life right now. And I was just really vulnerable and shared them with the other 4 women who were on the call. And when I did that, it opened the door for them to also be authentic and vulnerable. And what ended up happening is the hurt and the challenge and the struggle that I was navigating, every single woman on the call had been going through that experience either at the same time or in the past had also had that experience. And so, one, it was me being vulnerable and sharing that, even though um, it was, like I said, hugely vulnerable to do that. But I trusted the divine in me, inspiring me and encouraging me to share that. So, welcome. Say hi where you're from. I see there's a whole bunch of you that are here right now. I'd love to know, where are you from? And if you stay tuned, I will be more brave another time. Because it's such a sensitive topic and really personal with family. I'm not going to go into the details right now, but I will. So stay tuned. If you are not subscribing to me, make sure that you subscribe. I don't know if it's above or below, but subscribe, and you will receive my everyday ecstasy tips. Usually 5 days out of 7, I share my everyday ecstasy tips. And the reason I call them everyday ecstasy tips is that pleasure is our birthright, and ecstasy is actually our natural state. If you look at nature, especially right now in summer, there is so much evidence of ecstasy, of bliss. I think bliss is even like another level. Bliss is like sort of ecstasy and peace, this state of when we're in alignment, we're in harmony with the universe, and simple daily pleasures like, right now we have amazing BC fruit, these nectarines. Being with them, being really present, smelling them, noticing the beautiful color, sitting out here in the sunshine, feeling the sunshine on my face. These are all everyday ecstasy moments, simple pleasures. And most of the time, myself included in the past, we're so busy trying to get to the next moment that we're not here, like right here in the moment. So the more we can just be present, which is the gift, right? Our gift is the present moment, being present in the moment. When we're super present, then we get the gift of our presence and presence with others. I'm blessed to have some friends that are visiting this afternoon this is my pause in the day, and then doing some work, and then I have some friends coming to visit. And I'm going to shut my phone off, and I'm going to be totally present with them and not multitasking and doing anything else. So your gift of your presence is a gift. It is the present, right? To be in the present moment. Let me know if you resonate with any of this, and do tell me where you're from. I will check the chat after. I see there's a bunch of you that are here watching live, whether you're watching live or the recording. Let me know, where are you in the world? I don't know if you hear the birds right now, but they are going wild. There is a bird nest nearby. And also a divine synchronistic moment as well. Just so much aliveness in nature in the summer. And if you are curious and would like more tips and more ecstasy and more joy and more pleasure, I do want to let you know. Give me some love, and if that's all right with you. Awesome. I want to share that I have two events that are coming, actually three, three that are coming. Next month on I believe it is the 4th Tuesday, I will be sharing The Naked Truth, 3 hidden myths that keep women unhappy in their bodies. That's free. That's going to be on Zoom. And then end of November, November 24th to December 1st, 7 days. This is for couples. I have actually a request as well around this in a moment. This is for couples who you love each other, but you've lost the spark, lost that joie de vivre. Maybe intimacy is not as exciting anymore, and you want to reignite the passion, reignite pleasure in your relationship, deepen your connection, open your connection to the divine with each other. Your lovemaking can be a pathway to the divine. So if you're curious about some of that, this will be our first annual conscious couples sacred union tropical retreat that's coming. And there is space for 7 couples, and right now there's 5 spots left. And I really haven't done any promo in a big way because it's been summertime. The birds are very excited with the cat here right now. And so if you're curious, you can either just put curious below and we can connect and just have a face-to-face conversation, because it's not for everybody, okay? It's at a beautiful it's actually an Airbnb. It's not a resort, but it's not a retreat space, but I fell in love with the space. We fell in love with each other. Cindy and Chris, who own the space, it's called Villa Amor del Mar, which means Villa of Love by the Sea. We have a saltwater pool. It's overlooking the ocean. We were like 30 seconds from the ocean. We could see the ocean. We have a private sanctuary space for our practices, and it's intimate by design so that there's 14 people total, so there's lots of time to really get to know each other, deepen in practices, and I'll be sharing really beautiful rituals and practices and Taoist Tantra practices. My background is in Taoism, Taoist Tantra. Okay, so you'll have an opportunity to really deepen your connection with each other and clear some of the blocks that are stopping you. We often have, Gay Hendricks talks about in his book Upper Limit, we have this setting in our bodies of how much joy, pleasure, intimacy, money, abundance that we're allowed. And when we start to have more than that, we tend to not consciously, unconsciously sabotage. And then we go back to what our new normal, what we're accustomed to, what we're comfortable with. So you'll have an opportunity to expand your availability, expand your capacity to hold more joy, pleasure, ecstasy, peace, connection, love, and really be understood by your partner. Some practices to help to really deepen your understanding of each other, and maybe speak things that you've never spoken before, especially in the area of intimacy, in a really sacred, safe container. The feedback that I have received over the last 9 years of working with, specifically around sexuality with women and their families, is that one of my superpowers is to create a really tight, sacred, safe container where people feel really safe to be super vulnerable. Okay. And then December 1st to 8th is for women only. Tropical Sacred Goddess Yoni Temple Retreat, our second annual. Yoni means Sanskrit for our female genitals. Sacred Passage, Cave of Wonder. There are some prerequisites, and if you're curious about that, again, just put Curious Goddess below, or reach out to me at my email address, Vireo, V like victory, IREO, at pleasurecoachvireo.com. Okay, Vireo at pleasurecoachvireo.com, and we can have a conversation and see if it's a fit. Because if it's not a fit for you, that's cool. If it is a fit, awesome. And again, like I said, I will be offering the naked truth, 3 hidden myths, I may give 4, that keep women unhappy in their bodies. Right now, the stats are 91% of women. 91. I think that's shocking. Is that shocking to you? Just put shocking if it's shocking to you. 91% of women are unhappy with their bodies. 91. That's crazy, right? So if you are one of those, so the other thing I had is a request from you is I'm going to be doing a survey. Just put S below for survey if you're willing to do the survey. But I would like to survey people who are in relationship, and I want to know what are some of the biggest challenges you're navigating right now. What are the biggest challenges? And then I also want to know, what are you yearning for? This will help me to tailor the next several months of my offerings of my weekly bite-sized pleasure moments, my Tantric Tuesday here, and my everyday ecstasy tips. So thank you for those of you who gave me some thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Make sure you're subscribing. And I usually go live at least once a week. Because it's summertime, I haven't picked a particular day. I just go when spirit guides me to go live here. If this served you in some way, do subscribe. Give me some love, and I really appreciate that. And let me know, where are you calling in from? And in the meantime, I think we started with talking about intuition and synchronicities. So notice the synchronicities when they come up. Journal and document and write down those synchronicities, and I promise you that is going to bring you more joy, ecstasy, peace, and love in your life. And in the meantime, stay curious if you're curious about our Sacred Union Conscious Couples Retreat, or Curious Goddess if you're curious about our Goddess Retreat. And stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned so that you can learn about the naked truth that is coming in August. Oh, and the other thing, since we're talking about upcoming events, if you want to go to my favorite, one of my favorite festivals in British Columbia is the Rise Wellness Festival, birthed by my dear sister goddess Larita. It is the 6th year. It's the 5th year that I've been part of it, and she really created it so that anybody who is navigating cancer, or loved ones are navigating cancer, it provides other resources and other support in addition to the medical frame. So we've got yoga, ecstatic dance, sound bath every evening. It's also what I love about this festival is it doesn't go on till what I call stupid o'clock. Every night around midnight there is a sound bath, so it's just really it's a family friendly event. There's no alcohol. It's by the river, on the Similkameen River. If you're curious about that, Rise Wellness Festival, type in the word pleasure and you will save $30. And in the meantime, I love you. Thank you for showing up here. Let me know either below what's a takeaway, what's a moment that has been synchronistic for you where you're like, yeah, this is evidence that the universe is orchestrating on your behalf, on my behalf, on our behalf. So I love you. I see you. Please subscribe. And some of you know that Facebook shut down my Facebook and Instagram account and Messenger. And I'm opening to the opportunity and the blessing in that. That was last year, last November. So I would love any support. I would love to get to 500 and then 1,000 followers here. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. I see you. And I will read all of your messages later. In the meantime, much love, many blessings. And hello so much. Oh, another Canadian. Much love from Canada. From my heart to yours, all over the world. Please do tell me again where you are watching from, whether you're watching the recording or you're here live. And I'm on my phone, so it's a little hard to see your messages here, but I will read them right after this call. I love you. I see you. And stay tuned. And please subscribe. And I'll see you perhaps watching my everyday ecstasy tips, or maybe I'll come live again soon. Much love.